Hello and welcome to Online Appliance Tech. In this video we're going to go over the LG dryer that's not heating, and also make sure you get the correct parts, because there are a lot of parts online that you can buy that are not the original, and you would be surprised how off they are in specs. So to check your heat and diagnostic mode, you'll hit the power button and right away hit the temp and time dry. So let's go over it again. So right away when you hit the power button, you'll have your fingers set on the temp and time dry, and then you press them right away. Then you're in diagnostic mode, then you hit the start button. So you'll push the start button and then you'll be in the moisture operation test. So 230 is good. The lower the number is, worse. So say if you get 50 or 30, that means you really don't have no airflow. And the next one is the dryer heater. So this is in Celsius, so we're on 24 Celsius and it doesn't go up at all, so that tells me we have no heat. So at this point it's probably going to be your thermal cutoff and your high limit thermostat, which is the auto reset. So we'll check this here, and like I said, these already been replaced, but went out like the next day. So we're open line, so this is bad. So basically what happens here is the blower can't get the air out because it's clogged, and it goes back in the drum and back in here, which overheats, and then it resets or opens the line of the thermal cutoff. So if you have a multimeter, you can check all your thermostats. So like if you put your red and white, it says 0.3. This is what the thermal cutoff should have read. So checking parts with your multimeter is pretty easy. So yeah, just put it on the ohm setting. Here's the igniter. If it doesn't heat, it could be this too. I will leave a video at the end how to disassemble the jar, since I didn't do it in this video. But you'll just put it in each terminal. 269, so it's not open line. However, if the igniter does look real white, or pale looking white, I guess you would say, that means it's on its way out, and I would recommend replacing it with the original part, no off brands, because this is basically what this video is about, and here soon I'll explain to you why. So you're probably wondering what this fuse is for. So if your dryer doesn't start, it could be this, and this has nothing to do with the heat. It's an outlet thermostat, and it's auto reset, so it goes on and off by itself by the certain temperatures. So it's same thing, put it on ohms, and if it reads 0.2, 0.34, it's good. Just a little extra tip, and make sure your either pulley, your wheels are smooth. If not, replace them. And I'll definitely leave a link in the description below for those. So this is the high limit. We're going to take the old one off. This is the off-brand part, so here soon I'll show you the comparison with the Celsius settings and ratings they have for these, and why I would never recommend a off-brand product. I mean, you'll save a lot of money, but it could definitely be a hazard. So you just need a little Phillips and a crusher wrench. Turn it counterclockwise, remove the two Phillips screws, and definitely make sure you unplug it before you take the dryer apart, which will be in the other video I'll leave you at the end. And then once you remove this, yeah, this looks nothing like the original, but then in these two prongs that are on top, you'll just take a flathead and just pry them off there, real simple. So here's the problem when you buy off-brand parts. So as you can see here, it states 85 on the off-brand and 110 Celsius on the original. So if your dryer gets above 85 Celsius, it'll open this fuse and your dryer will stop heating. So that's the difference between the original, the OEM, and some off-brand part. So here's the original parts, and here's the part number, and I will actually leave a link in the description below. I do get commission off all sales. So we don't want to do no off-brand, so we'll use the original only. As we can see in a minute, I'll show you the other thermostat and the difference, which it can actually be dangerous on the next one because the value is a little way more than what it should be. So this is the thermistor it comes with. So it comes in a kit, and you can replace them all at once, because it's not the best idea just to replace one. So this is the resettable one, has a little resettable button on there, and so forth. And right here is the auto reset thermostat, so this will take this one's place, and I'll show you the difference here in a moment of the Celsius value, which can cause a fire if we're not careful. So let's go ahead and install this one first, the resettable one. So to install this is pretty easy, just kind of the same way you took it off, just put it back on, I like just to use a long Phillips bit, that way I can control the Phillips screw without dropping it. So let me get my light in a better angle. There we go. So as a little clip, you just slide it into the housing, the funnel housing. It can only go one way. You just connect the puzzle pieces. And then I like to tighten up the one screw on the far left first, just enough to hold it into place. And then after that, I'll just finish the job. So at this point, we'll just reconnect your two prongs to the thermostat. And then, like I stated before, I will leave a video at the end of this video how to disassemble this dryer and also replace the parts. Now let's remove the auto reset thermostat. And this is why the kit comes with them all, because if this is not reading right, it can mess up the whole gas controls and so forth. So the same way, you'll just use your Phillips and a little crescent wrench and counterclockwise to remove. So let's look at our specs to see how off this is. So the original states 95 Celsius, the off-brand states 140 Celsius. So basically this opens up at 95 Celsius, but if you have this off-brand, it won't open up to 140 Celsius, which could cause the dryer to overheat. So I can see why LG started making this complete kit, because if you replace one and not the other, and the other one causes the other one to trip, that would be an issue. So let's go ahead and put this back on. Just put it back on the same way you took it off. It can only go one way, and just snug it down and put your two prongs back on. That thermistor is pretty simple. You just disconnect the harness here, and then you'll just take your Phillips screwdriver and just unscrew it. There we go. I can use my drill or your hand tool or whatever you prefer. Just remove the Phillips screw counterclockwise, pull out the old, and then we'll put in the new. And this can only go one way. And just tighten up your Phillips screw, and that's pretty much it. And reconnect your harness. I'm going to put it back in diagnostic mode. We're going to hit the power button and the temp and time dry at the same time, and then press start. And if you do need videos of how to disassemble, just click this video here. So as you can see here, it's 230. If it's anything 150 is bad. And at the beginning of the video, we put this in test mode. I didn't give it much time, but as the heat kicks on, you'll see these numbers go up. This is Celsius, so it's at 25 Celsius now. And as you watch here in a moment, you'll see the temperature rise. That tells you the heat's working and so forth. So I hope this video was helpful. If you need the parts, just check out the description below, and here's the video above if you need this video to help you disassemble the dryer. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.